Welcome to the On the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Ray Dunmire, Oscar Rendon, and Tim Ross.
Welcome, everybody, to the best wrestling podcast in the Midwest. Yes, you are listening.
Whoa.
What?
Not just the Midwest.
In all the world.
There you go. I would have said in all the land, but that works too.
I was trying to make it rhyme here, Ray, and you ruined the flow, so thank you for that. But welcome to the best wrestling podcast in the world. Yes, you are listening to the On the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. I am Oscar Rendon, and always joining me by my side. No, we are not partners in life, but we are partners in crime. Ray Dunmire, Duns the Muns. Ray, how you doing?
Doing fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah. We are in Chicago, Illinois tonight. We're here in our hotel room recording a podcast because, guys, we've got a big interview coming up for you guys. And
in just a few moments.
Minutes sounds better than moments. Moments feels like it's going to be any second now. Minutes is like, we got to wait for it.
And roll the interview.
You don't have that power, right? You do not have that power.
I know. Not yet.
Not yet. Anyways, we're here in Chicago, Illinois, enjoying some great entertainment. We'll get to why we're here after the Cody interview. Oh!
Nope, you just dropped it.
Did it just happen? Oops. I didn't mean to. Yeah,
You just dropped it like it's hot.
I dropped it like it was hot. I just dropped it. Cody Rhodes. Yes, we'll be speaking to Cody Rhodes.
The Cody Rhodes
in a few minutes, Ray. In a few minutes. But until then, let's talk about the Glory Pro show that just happened July 9th in Belleville, Illinois.
600 people in one room, Oscar.
600 plus people. Sold out. We had to turn people away.
Well, we didn't. They did.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known how to tell people. Sorry,
I would have been like, bye, Felicia.
Be like, sorry, you had to drive 45 minutes to an hour.
Should have got your tickets in advance. Which, speaking of that, the Alton, Illinois show is less than 600 tickets. So
Yes.
I would suggest
Get your tickets
probably getting your tickets like yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
August 20th. Spalding Club in Alton, Illinois.
Beautiful Alton, Illinois.
Beautiful, right by the river. I don't know what accent that was, but it was a good one, I felt.
Sure.
Somewhere in the world.
Whatever.
Somewhere in the world, someone's listening, and they're like, they hit a spot on whatever accent that was.
Over the rain. No, I thought we were going.
That's
we were
it.
doing that? No.
No. Anyways, holy mother effing of a God. July 9th. War of the New Age. Glory Pro. Ray.
What was your favorite thought? Or what was your favorite
My favorite thought?
of that? Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, we don't want to hear those.
What you're asking for.
What was your favorite part of the July 9th show?
Man, that is tough. You know, going in, you immediately think, okay, well, Cody Rhodes, he's a part of the show. Obviously you're going to believe that, Cody Rhodes versus Big Mike. First time in American soil since Japan. That's what you go in. Like, I feel like if anyone bought a ticket, it was to go see Cody Rhodes because Cody draws people. He draws people in. He's become this sensation. He's become this thing that people want to see now in the indies. Now that he's doing most likely what he's been wanting to do, But getting there, I felt like not only did people get their money's worth with Cody, but I feel like they got their money's worth with every single match on the FN card. First of all, Martin Stone versus Kurt Stallion. Holy Jesus. Was that like... First of all, that match looked grueling. I can't imagine being Kurt Stallion getting chopped by Martin Stone a bazillion times. I mean, did you see his chest afterwards? I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was...
I saw his chest after the match as well as like 4 hours later, and it was still that bad.
Yeah. And it was amazing to see that caliber of a match. You know, and everyone here in the Midwest is saying it. Everyone around the world should probably know it by now, but Curt Stallion is someone to look out for in 2017 going into 2018. The guy is a true talent, and I mean, I'm amazed. I am amazed he hasn't been picked up yet by a company, by a promotion, by anyone right now. Hasn't been signed to one of those big 3 promotions. You know, soon. It's amazing to me that this guy is right around here in our neck of the woods, and he is, you know, giving us some of the best matches anyone could ask for. I mean, people were on their feet for this match. The second the ref counted 1, 2, 3, and Curt Stallion beat Martin Stone. And Martin Stone is no slouch in the ring either. He's probably one of the most pound for pound, one of the best technical wrestlers in the world, you know, British strong style. Boom.
And I think this was the first time that Stallion had kind of proved that he belonged in Glory Pro. I mean, it was his first win.
Yes.
A well needed or a very needed win, but nonetheless, I mean, the match itself. You know, Stallion in the last couple of matches that he's had, or in all of his matches at Glory Pro, he's done very well. He's a great, talented guy, but he needed this win more than I think we realized.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he, you know, again he won fair and square, and I think earned the respect of everyone in that room. And moving forward, I can't wait to see what the guy does. I can't wait to see.
I mean, he's going up against Fred Yehai, which is going to be another you know,
instant
challenging match for him. You know, it's going to be a big challenge for him to get the win. But I think he has what he needs, and I think that he's definitely in a spot now where he could really do some damage.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much, like, I can't even tell you just to begin with, but what about you, Ray? What was your favorite part of, War of the New Age?
My favorite part of War of the New Age, I'd have to say, I'm curious of what you think I'm going to say, but I'm going to say, a couple days or weeks before the show, what the thing that I thought I was going to like the most was going to be Connors and DJZ. Obviously, at the show, DJZ announced he had a little injury. Nothing too serious, but he couldn't wrestle that night. Connors and Wolf stole the show for me.
For you.
For me, yes. I'd say that was going to be the match that I went home like, wow, these two guys, like they're two young, hungry guys that just killed it in the middle of the ring, and not taking anything away from the rest of the card because it was phenomenal. But that was the thing that got me. And then after the match, Connors announcing that, because obviously at the show before, he won the chance to pick a partner and challenge the best season in the world for the United Glory Tag Team Championships. His partner was none other than Unbreakable Michael Elgin. My question here, and I'm sure you have the same question, does Connors know that Michael Elgin hasn't won in Glory Pro yet? Like, is he really... Yeah, he's been around the world, but he's kind of been on a losing streak.
In Glory Pro.
Is that going to continue? Who knows? We're just going to have to tune in.
We're going to have to tune in. We're going to have to find out. But I'm excited. I'm just excited in general for Glory Pro. I think first of all, it's taken off so well. We were hearing the people are traveling from other states to see Glory Pro, and that is always for us, nice to hear. And again, Ray, like you said at the top of the show, 600 plus people sold out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was hot. It was hot.
I've never seen a show with that many people on the independents. Like obviously WWE can draw that, ROH can I think draw that, but for an independent promotion to draw that. Now, it had a lot of star power. I will say that. Cody Rhodes, Marufuji, Dijak, AR Fox. And then there was a lot of good local guys that everybody in this area want to see in Connors and Danny and Paco. Let's talk about that for a minute, if you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Danny and Paco, man. I think back to the first time we saw them, and the first time we had saw them, they were a tag team.
Yeah.
In another promotion, not Glory Pro, but they have grown so much in that time, and the match that they had was phenomenal. And I think that two guys that really want to prove who's the better man, Danny or Paco. Who do you think is the better man, Oscar? Who's your pick between Danny and Paco? Who would you pick?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go old school with this, but I always feel like the better man is the man who gets the W. Paco Gonzalez got the W. He's the better man right now.
So I'm gonna agree with that, and I'm gonna say Paco's a better man. But I'm gonna say Paco's a better man not because he got the win, but just because of his perseverance and I think his attitude. And Danny's been kind of a jerk lately. I don't know what's gotten into him, but maybe it's Kevin. I think Kevin's getting to him.
Kevin's a bad influence.
Yeah,
Kevin, if you're hearing this, you're a bad influence.
Yeah,
you're the reason Ray and I don't get along now.
Yeah,
just ever since we had Kevin on the show, it's been fight after fight.
Next thing you know, we're just gonna have to get a chain and. Someone's getting choked, and it's not gonna be me.
Ain't gonna be me, bro.
We'll see who falls asleep first tonight.
You
probably
you.
Yeah,
because I always hear you snoring first,
well,
and I'm always like, fuck. Like, why didn't I fall asleep first?
Whatever.
Because I gotta listen to your fat ass snore.
Whatever.
Anyways, okay. Well then, let's talk about Marufuji versus Dijak. Holy shit! Like,
yeah.
It had a slow beginning, it had a slow start, but it was because it was building towards something big, and there was a point where I thought the match was over, and the referee almost counted 3. Marufuji kicked out, and then there's another point again where I thought the match was over. Donovan Dijak kicks out, and I was like, "What the hell, man? Like, what's it gonna have to take?" And it went on for like another 10-15 minutes. And I was like, at this point, I was exhausted, just, standing at ringside watching this match. And there were points where I forgot that I was taking photographs. This match had me, like, so, into it. I was like, oh shit.
So if you're wondering why there wasn't that many Marufuji Dijak match photos.
Actually, there's a lot. Trust me, guys. Okay, so, first of all, if you guys want to know, there are more photos that I took, but obviously, we want to keep our gallery, our photo albums in the gallery, nice and condensed. So, I picked some of the best ones that I felt, kind of look striking and that people would connect to and resonate more with. So those are the pictures I picked. So, you're not the photographer. I am. I chose.
Classic heel.
Yeah.
It's not your stuff. It's mine.
Yeah.
I can do what I want.
Yeah, exactly. I chose the best ones, and I think I think we were right in doing so.
Yeah.
We've gotten some pretty nice responses from the photographs. Thank you again.
Yeah.
And again, you can always check them out at ontheropesnetwork.com. So hell to the yeah, go check it out. But it's been one of the it was just one of those shows that I am super proud of, and I don't know. I can't wait to.
I would definitely agree with you, Oscar. I think it's one of those shows that we work hard to make sure that it gets promoted well and it gets all the attention that it needs. And I think there's a lot of driving forces behind that, and I think that we definitely are putting together some cool stuff with Glory Pro. And going forward, I think that it's going to be pretty cool to see what happens and where these storylines go. And
I'm a sucker for story.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah, and the stories that Glory Pro is creating is
top notch.
Just great.
I want to say this now, and I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not in the right to say it, but I felt like Sunday, July 9th, at the fairgrounds, Belleville Fairgrounds, I felt like that was the closest to an atmosphere of like PWG that I like, from what I've heard from people, from the way they describe PWG, and then being in the crowd for Glory Pro, I was like, this has to be how PWG feels like.
I mean, I don't want to...
Or close to. But at the same time, Glory Pro, it's its own thing.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to compare it to Glory or to PWG because I think that's doing it an injustice. I think that PWG is great at what they do, and Glory Pro is great at what they do.
But I was talking about atmosphere, Ray.
Yeah, but I think...
atmosphere.
We haven't been there, so it's kind of hard to judge the atmosphere. Yeah, I guess you could hear people say this, people say that, but I feel like the atmosphere was great.
I just felt like there wasn't a bad match on the card. Even the shortest match, which was SB versus Sean Orleans, the pop that it got,
Yeah.
I felt like there was never a moment where you were like, like you never felt like you were tired, or you never felt like you were bored. It was always a great match, one after the other, from the opener to the very end. It was if you paid $20 for a freaking front row ticket, you got your money's worth and some. So basic.
No matter where you were sitting, it was definitely worth the money.
Yep. I guess should we talk about also kind of? I mean, I guess we don't have to talk about it since Michael Elgin has already talked about it. But I guess just to reiterate, just to make sure people know, when you buy a ticket to a wrestling show, honor the ticket. Honor the promoter, honor the company, the promotion. If you bought a general admission ticket, that means you can sit in any seat that isn't the first or second row. Simple as that. If because people, they buy these tickets with their hard-earned money, and they deserve to get what they paid for, which was a front row seat or a second row seat. And if you paid for general admission, then you gladly sit in any seat that's not first or second row. And I mean, honestly, if you're asking me, when I was in the back, we're not in the back, but like when I was close to the back, watching the show at the very end, I felt like it wasn't a bad seat. Like I felt like I could still see the action, and I could still feel, the crowd. It still felt great to be there, and it felt like a good atmosphere. So I was like, why would anyone steal someone's seat? Like it makes no sense to me.
Either way, unfortunately it happened. But Glory Pro is putting together a system so that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
So I mean that's what it is now, So unfortunately, yeah, it happened. But they can only learn from the past and grow for the future. So That's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
I think with that being said, I think we're good to go. I think we are. I think the fans don't want to hear our voices as much anymore, and I think they want to hear the American Nightmare's voice
Cody
a little
Rhodes.
bit more.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's time, Ray. All right.
So with that being said, Oscar, roll the interview.
He yelled at me at one point, too. We was on Facebook Live.
All right, ready? Yep. Perfect. All right. So we're sitting here with Cody Rhodes here at Glory Pro. Cody, welcome to Belleville, Illinois, St. Louis. You know, it's the same almost. A little bit. A little across the river, though.
Belleville has got a thing for fountains.
Yeah.
There's a real nice fountain down the road, and then there's an office building that has a myriad of fountains in front of it. So this is the fountain city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's
There you go.
felt Belleville. And first of all, I mean, you just had a match with Michael Elgin here in the States for the first time, right?
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever touched in the States, and then we had the one in Osaka at Dominion.
And how, like, first of all, just, you know, coming here to the States and bringing that match here, like, what were your expectations, first of all? Like, were you expecting kind of like the same thing from Japan, or was it a little different?
I think this being his home turf, you know, all the goodness on this show, Marufuji, having, you know, capacity here. Mike's responsible for so much. I said it on the mic after, and it's very true. He's circumvented my manager. He just went to me directly, and he's gone to everybody in every locker room, friend or foe, and said, "Hey, Belleville, and you know, in St. Louis, we have Glory Pro. Would you be part of the show?" So if you are a name, gonna be a name, he's made you aware of this place. So he's, you know, I expected that. That being said, I expected there to be kind of a natural inclination to like Mike, you know what I'm saying? And I do the meet and greet before the show and all these Bullet Club shirts. So it was a nice mix, you know? It was a nice back and forth. No real villain, which I don't mind.
So when Glory Pro first started, it was really cool. And I can honestly say my first question to Mike after he started it was, when is Cody Rhodes coming?
Damn, good.
And he fulfilled that, and I'm glad he did, because I think from everything that you've done in your career, it's awesome to see. For me, because like when you reinvented the Intercontinental title, that was a huge thing for me. I love that white belt, and I'm so glad they kept it. But what are your like goals for the future as far as everything that you've done so far? What's next for you?
I actually was thinking about that the other day because I wanted to become world champion. That's felt like everything in my life led to that moment. And then I definitely thought about the next day. The follow-up is so important in wrestling, but I don't think I thought about the next week or the next month. And now it's kind of up in the air. Is it another world championship? Is it the IWGP Heavyweight Championship? Is it something different? I know this ride we've been on, I'm so thankful for it. If I wasn't Dusty Rhodes' kid, it'd probably be really hard to make some of the deals I've made, not having to be exclusive anywhere. I mean, carrying the Ring of Honor title everywhere I go and not working for Ring of Honor directly is just, it's wild. And everything that's happened in 2017 has been, the state of wrestling is so unique. Streams being crossed, talents being everywhere. I think 2018 is going to blow people away. And I don't mean to be vague or stay tuned, but I know that some of the matches I've seen, specifically Ring of Honor, is bringing a great deal of kind of dream matches to the title picture. I'm looking forward to that, as long as I keep the title. I'm looking forward to that, and more of things like Glory Pro. The event like this, right when you walk out, hell, during the meet and greet, I knew right away, like, wow, it's a keeper. So, you know, this is a return trip. So, yeah, no, a lot more of that.
Who's one of the up-and-coming stars that you would want to get in the ring with? I mean, I know there's a lot of guys out there that are you know, coming up, but who would you say is that maybe top three?
Top three, kind of a up-and-coming. You know, I've been in the ring with so many folks. Mr. Monopoly from Glow. Mr. Monopoly.
Yes.
I've yet to get in the ring with David Starr. I feel like I'd enjoy that. There's so many, though. And a lot of guys I want to be in the ring with again as they grow. What's a good third one? And then there's a random dude in the Carolinas named White Mike. Wouldn't mind mixing it up with White Mike. It's a long list. That's why I didn't make another list, because it's a long list of guys I want to get in there with.
Yeah, and I was going to touch on the list later, but like after accomplishing like almost everything on that list, I think you pretty much accomplished everything on the first list.
Yeah, for Roderick Strong went to WWE. That son of a bitch.
Yeah,
he went to greener pastures and money and damn it. Yeah, but we'll get it eventually.
Yeah,
one day.
And so this past month, okay, so you were here in Collinsville in Illinois, like just down the road about a month ago. You weren't world champ then. You come back. You're world champ, Ring of Honor world champ, and then the following week you face Okada. I mean, that the string of events just in a month. Like, how taxing has that been on you? Just because the matches alone, you know, for just one night alone, like those were like for Okada it was almost an hour, about like close enough, like fast. Yeah.
Lowell was really special, but it also with the Christopher Daniels match, everything kind of went different for me in my mind. Like I split my lip open, and we almost went off the air, and had to go get stitches after the match. And that's kind of how I celebrated the win. So that in mind, the following day in Lowell, some people know, some don't. My shoulder came out, and Todd Sinclair, Ring of Honor official, I don't have to have surgery because he was quick enough to pop it back in place. And one of the more painful moments I've had. Yeah. So then I'm thinking, like, I'm real excited about these, you know, G1 specials in the USA, but also I'm coming in like I don't want to come in like I'm half dead. So we did everything we could to get ready for them in the short time, and we had been training for them, you know, both matches together. So it didn't go like I thought. Nothing ever goes like you thought. But the feeling walking out there in Long Beach, right when I hit the stage and was in between the dead presidents, and there was just this feeling of bigness to what it was, and those you can't make up when those happen, those moments. And it just felt like, even though they're booing me out of the building, it felt so good. And I was really glad I got to mix it up with him. He's unbelievable. He reminds me of Japanese Randy Orton in terms of like his composure, his overall just badassness, you know. And that Rainmaker's like getting hit in the face with a record-sized catfish. He's special for sure, and I hope to get in there with him again.
Yeah, and like an off-topic question, not related to wrestling, but so the last time we saw you on television that wasn't for wrestling was on Arrow, like I think the second to last episode. And I'm just wondering, like, are you looking to do more acting, like do more comic book characters, or is it something different you want to venture out and do? I
turned down a television role because it conflicted with this gig. However, most productions I would be able to do this with once my schedule lightens up. The issue is the schedule hasn't lightened up, but I think it's going to soon. And that would open up a whole new world, because I really enjoy testing myself and, you know, portraying different characters, and I loved it. And I definitely 100% I'm going to force my way back onto the Arrow set, no matter they want it or not. Those people are wonderful, and Steven is it's so cool to see him in that role, you know, that captain of that ship, and to ride along it for a little bit was really special.
Are you a DC guy or a Marvel guy?
I'm a DC guy, and it's tough to be a DC guy because the movies are polarizing. If you like them, somebody hated it. I watched a Superman where he cracked someone's neck. You know, like, what do you do? But they're the OGs, you know. Batman, I would never pick anyone over Batman. And then, like, you know, you got the Justice League thing looks great, but then I hate looking at any spoilers, but then I saw a few things today. I was like, oh no, Steppenwolf, oh no, like, please don't screw this up. And then I have the pictures of the Hall of Justice potentially. Just, you know, I wish they'd get on the same page. Marvel's so on the same page. The continuity, everything they're doing, and they're getting ready for Infinity War, and, like, you know, it's goodness. And the best thing that's come out in comics in quite some time is Guardians of the Galaxy. So hopefully DC can have more moments like that.
Have you been able to watch Wonder Woman, the film that just came out?
So my wife went and saw Wonder Woman without me, and I'm pretty sure she saw Spider-Man without me today. So
Yeah.
we're 0 for 2. I haven't seen Wonder Woman, mainly because I wasn't a fan of Wonder Woman. However, if I was to say that on Twitter, I would be crucified as, what is that, a sexist or whatever? I don't know. I don't want to watch Wonder Woman. I don't know. But then I do want to watch the movie. It looks cool. The music is dope. When she entered in Batman v Superman, that was like my favorite little moment. I just, I don't know, man. All these chicks swinging axes and stuff. I just kind of want to watch Batman. That's my thing. But I'd never say that because it sounds sexist, and I already seem too conservative. I'm going to see it, damn it. I'll see it.
Yeah, and... for us, getting to watch you wrestle, because I think the last time we saw you wrestle in St. Louis, when it wasn't, when you were in WWE, you won the tag titles.
Scott Trade,
with your brother, and that was big for us. I remember we were jumping up and down. It was like
it was a good Raw.
It was a really great Raw. The way it all ended, and to now be sitting here with you talking, retrospectively about your career and everything.
That's the only Raw that my music has taken it off the air ever. And I didn't notice that, and somebody pointed it out to me. I was like, yeah, cool. A Big Show randomly doing Daniel Bryan yes chants in the crowd, but whatever. We love Big Show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, good one.
And now, like you said, you haven't really thought about what's next, but if you had to guess, I got predictions, I guess.
There's talk of me running for state senate in Texas. I love politics. People don't realize the amount of charity and side work we do on the political side of things. When I go to Austin for Wrestle Circus, we might have an answer on that. But then again, that would take me away from this. So, and what happens is I find these things I like, and wrestling is something I love. So you can never really say, hey, I'm not going to wrestle for a while. That'd be crazy. I'd love to be the state senator and then wrestling in Japan for the IWGP title. I think you'll see a lot more Ring of Honor and a lot more New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2018. And I hope we are able to put 10,000 people in that arena. I've made a bet with Dave Meltzer for $1. He hasn't confirmed the bet either. I need him to confirm the bet. It's $1. It's $1 for if we can get 10,000 people in an arena for Ring of Honor with the crew it has. And we'll see if we can.
I think that's definitely doable.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can certainly say that I'm looking for what's next for Cody Rhodes as well as Ring of Honor as a whole. And Cody, we just want to thank you for sitting down with us.
Thanks.
And we hope to see you back here in Belleville and hopefully have you on the show again.
Thank you guys very much. Hopefully some Funkos in 2018.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we really want. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, and we're back. So, how did you enjoy that interview with Cody Rhodes? I felt like we got to know him a little bit better, in the short time that we had with him. I also felt like, we got some insight into probably his biggest month, which was, winning the ROH heavyweight championship, going into the G1, tournament, G1 special out in Long Beach. I mean, it was just, probably the biggest month for him. So kudos to, again, Cody Rhodes for becoming ROH champion and for, that amazing match with Okada, which, I mean, God, if you haven't seen that match, it's honestly, you're missing out. Just consume as much professional wrestling as you can. I mean, New Japan is out there. ROH is out there, so many, if you can go and buy a DVD, buy a PWG DVD, buy a Glory Pro DVD, which you can buy now and get the War of the New Age, because guess what? It's now on DVD, and you can buy a digital download so you can watch it at Smart Mark Video. So go get your DVD or MP4 or whatever it is that you want to watch. Professional wrestling. If you got the network, cool for you. Watch the network. There's a lot of great, old school content on there that you can watch from back in the day. So there's no excuse for not having, there's just no excuse for not being able to watch good professional wrestling because it's out there. But with that being said, time to wind down, time to say goodbye. But before we do, next time on the Ropes Wrestling Podcast, we have another special guest. This one, you may have heard of him. He has his own wrestling podcast, The Compadres. You might have heard him on AfterBuzz TV's Raw After Show. You might have heard him on Popcorn Network's DC Movie News. He's a stand-up comic. He knows wrestling. He's the commentator for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. He is Johnny LaQuasto. And we had a fun interview with him. We were in Gino's East eating some deep dish pizza and recording this interview with him. And I feel like you guys are going to love it. You're gonna learn a lot. You're going to learn more about the guy. Just how much of a great human being he is. So trust me, guys, you're not going to want to miss that episode. That comes out really soon, next week. So make sure you tune in and listen. He's got a new comedy album out called Johnny LaQuasto Presents Johnny LaQuasto's Johnny LaQuasto. Is it Presents? Mm-hmm. Boom. Gotcha. Which was coming out August 2nd, I believe, if I'm not correct. I feel like I'm correct.
Yes, comes out August 2nd.
On iTunes.
Yes.
You can pre-order it now, but make sure that you get a copy. It's
well worth any dollar amount that's put on it.
Yes.
Trust
us. We do not promote stuff that isn't good, and this is a good. So, with that being said, Ray, we're going to find you on social media.
Exactly where they've been finding me, at Duns the Muns. That's DUNSTHEMUNS. Or they can find me on Instagram. I think it's the same.
Yep.
And Twitter is at, that's where they can find me.
Yes, and you'll actually be getting some tweets from Ray because he's tweeting more and more often. I think I just got a tweet from Ray.
For the first time in probably like 5 years, I actually changed my profile photo, the top photo thingy, majigger, whatever
header?
you call it.
Cover photo, header.
I've also sent out a couple of tweets today. Let's see, what have I tweeted today?
He's tweeted, he's retweeted, he's liked.
Yeah. Liking a lot of stuff from, On the Ropes Network.
Jaboy.
Retweeted some CJ Shine.
CJ Shine.
Retweeted some On the Ropes Network, some Myron Reed. Tweeted a little Gino's Brewing Company because they gave us some awesome pizza.
Yeah. Faux show.
Yeah, that's it.
So, you can find me at the Oscar Rendon. That's TheOscarRendon, double R's, guys. On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can follow the show on Twitter at On The Ropes Show. You can follow us at OTR Network on Instagram. And you can find us at Facebook.com/On The Ropes Network. Guys, as always, it's a pleasure talking with you, to you, with us, whatever, acronym, whatever word you want to use. We just love talking about professional wrestling, and we love that you listen. So thank you again, and we'll talk next time.
Bye-bye.